do y'all think? Who sounds more like a cow, me or her? All right, another beautiful good morning from West Tennessee. We, like I've been having to do here lately, had a few other things to take care of first thing this morning, but now we're getting down here to our Gilt Edge farm where our heifers should be somewhere, but we moved them up here to this north end on Sunday. Just now getting the feed bin moved. We're gonna get it unhooked, but they'll all show up. We'll put a little feed out for them. But appreciate y'all watching. As always, click that thumbs up, take that split second and do so, please. Hit subscribe if you haven't, but let's get after it. Well, and if you watched the last video, you know when we moved them into this pasture, we had 8 of those younger heifers that didn't cooperate and come with them. So I left the gate open between these two, you know, to give those others opportunity to join them. And through using my trail cameras, they've been right there around the gate every day, but just haven't come through. What I think must have happened is now this bigger group has gone back and joined them in that middle pasture, which there's plenty of grass everywhere, so there's no point in me complaining about they left all this good grass here. But yeah, I need to get them all in one place. This is annoying. We'll see if we can go find them. Well, now we only need 32 more. Come on, girls, where are y'all? Woo! Yeah, I never did move that camera the other day to the exact gate to monitor it. I just left it where it was. So I don't know who's been coming and going, but I know that those younger heifers have been right here just on the other side of this gate. You'd have thought at some point they would have seen it. Said, hey, let's go through that gate. It's funny how, you know, they'll find a tiny spot on the fence where a limb has fallen and the wire, and there's like a 2-foot section where the wire's down, and they'll all go through it and get out. You have a 16-foot gate, you know, wide open for them to go into the next pasture where there's, you know, freshly fertilized, just beautiful fescue and clover. And yeah, that they somehow cannot find that gate. But anyway, it's funny, she came running with that's 216. She is one of the most responsive, gentlest ones. You know, she'll come right when we call her. But you would have figured the rest of them would have been right along behind her. So I don't know. Yeah. Getting a late start today, and then when animals don't cooperate, it really throws a wrench in our schedule. Call them. Sure, your call is more effective than mine. Woo! Woo! I don't know. What do y'all think? Who sounds more like a cow, me or her? I had no intention of driving around looking for these calves today. If I had, I would have brought the Jeep. Of course, I needed the truck to be able to move the feed bin. That's probably a little more job than the Jeep is up for. The thing's probably still at least half full. But I can't justify just leaving and hoping everything's fine, because just in full honesty and disclosure, we have not walked every one of these fences since the fall. And so we very easily could have had a tree down somewhere on the fence and they could all be out. Yeah, she's going loping back up that hill. It's weird to just one like that. So got a bad wet spot right here. I think we can get through there in the truck. We'll know here in just a minute, I guess. Wasn't bad at all. So yeah, we'll see if we can find these calves. Well, here they are, at least the bulk of them. It's not gonna be all of them, it's supposed to be 33. Oh, we'll see if we can get them to follow us now. I brought a bag of mineral and a salt block. I was actually gonna we've got 2 feeders in that pasture they're supposed to be in, but I drive right past that feeder every day. It's real easy to do it. This one here is not, so just take advantage of this opportunity to go ahead and throw these in there. I say that, I need to check. This thing may still be full from last fall. We don't need the block. As you can see, we still got a full block in there, but we will put a bag of that loose mineral. All right, now here comes a few more. So if we piddle around long enough, we may eventually see all of them. I'd like to get all 33 to follow me back down the hill, and we could put an end to this running them in 2 different pastures kind of thing. Stragglers keep coming up. These last 2 black whiteface heifers will put us at 29. So we still need 4 more. It'd be real nice if they'd all come up and then they'd follow us all back down the hill and through that gate. We'll give them a couple more minutes, see if those other 4 show up. And somehow this heifer is in one of the other pastures. I don't even know how she did that. Like, it's cross fence. We do have a tree on it in one spot, because we always have trees on it. But no, don't run off. I'm gonna open the gate for you. Don't run off. That will be counterproductive. Come on, come on, woo, come on, come on. You can come on through. I opened it up for you. See how smart she is. Not very is the answer. Come on, baby. Come on. Woo! And so now, if she doesn't come on through and I don't shut that gate back, I'm not gonna have gates open where they pretty much have run of the whole darn place, which is goes against everything we try to do with grazing. Golly. Moments like this, you wish, you know what? Instead of us just selling all those steers on Monday, we should just call it a big truck and sold every damn one of them. I mean, this is frustrating. Like, I simply want them to move to where we have the best grass and stay there until it's time to move again, and they don't want to cooperate. Good news, we have officially accounted for every one of them. When these few stragglers make it through this gate, that'll be everybody except for that one heifer that I opened that gate for. The bad news is, if she doesn't hurry up and come along, I'm gonna have to leave, which means, because I had to leave that gate open for her, I don't guess I had to, but I wanted to. These calves can graze all the way back that way and then around and up to the other end of the property. They can literally go from one end of this place to the other if they want to now. I've incorrectly thought that once they got in here, they would see how good this grass was and they'd just be content for a while, but grass is always greener. Like, there's a reason that saying came along. But I was also thinking that heifer really wanted to be with this group. I mean, she ran right up to that gate while it was still closed, of course, and then once I opened it, she ran off. So I keep thinking she may pop over that ridge and come running down here to join them any second. So I'm gonna give her just a few minutes, but yeah, I can't sit here all day. We got other stuff to go do. There's cow number 33. As you may can tell, looks like she is calved. Yeah, it looks like we got a calf laying over here in the brush, just kind of behind her. Been saying she was gonna be the next one for the last 2 or 3. Yeah, calf laying right there. So good deal. We'll get it tagged. give me the optimizer, Jill. Bull. Right, I'm leaving him alone. Nice little bull calf, kind of a unique color. He's kind of a, I don't know what he's gonna end up being, kind of a chocolate brownish color, not really a black. All right now. He can get himself all tangled up in a limb there. We're gonna leave him alone though. We got to ride over here, check, put some mineral out. We gotta come right back by here. If he's still hung up, we'll get him out, but I think we'll leave him be for the time being. Apparently that new calf made it out of his little entanglement, because I don't see them. She moved him somewhere. It's just typical after being disturbed like that. She's decided that spot was not very safe. So they moved somewhere, so should be in good shape. And there's that newest one. She actually crossed the creek with him. So which these calves, I mean, there's plenty of good spots where an animal can easily cross the creek, but so I'm not shocked by that. But yeah, for one just a few hours old, nice to see that they made it across without any issues. So yeah, everything looks pretty good out here this morning. Again, beautiful day. Had that little cold snap that I think hit much of the country, or at least the south. But it's supposed to warm up to into the 60s today. It feels pretty nice out here right now. And now back to a job that literally never ends if you're a cattle farmer or rancher. It's patching fences. So we had them out here in this bottom, and then after about 48 hours, I noticed, wow, there's some cows across the creek. Well, sure enough, dead snag out of one of these trees, sycamore, I guess, fell, pushed the wires down, broke the top wire or two, and so you can tell they were coming across there. At least about 6 or 8 of them were, and then getting where we didn't want them to. Just a cross fence. It is technically a property line fence between us and the neighbor, but because we're renting that pasture, it's, as far as the cows are concerned, it's just a cross fence right now. So we'll see if we can tie some wires back together, I reckon. So just the top 2 wires were broken. Got those tied back together. Put the wire ties back on there. She's pretty loosey-goosey, but they can't just walk back and forth like they could have just a few minutes ago. So, all right, I'm glad that's where they were. When I noticed they were over there, I was like, golly, you know, there's some terrible spot on the fence, or the longtime viewers know, cow number 503, she'll just pick a spot and jump sometimes. She usually does it right over there. But thankfully, it was not anybody really misbehaving that badly. They just found a spot where they could walk out, and they took advantage of it. All right, so it's now 11 o'clock. Yep, a few minutes after 11. I have got family sort of commitment for the next few hours, but got a couple other cows that could be calving any time now. We get back home a little later on this afternoon, we'll check on them. Okay, evening herd checks. Yeah, we had a lot of stuff to do off the farm today, so here it is, 6 o'clock, getting things checked back out. This heifer right here, you know, I love my predictions. She's the last of the heifers. I guess she's our only heifer technically still on this farm. Only one that has not calved. She looks close. She has made a nice bag. Got a lot of swelling, looks loose there in her rear end. I think she'll be the next, or at least one of the next ones. But we'll ride around and see this horned cow over here, which she's part of the tricky ones that came from my father-in-law, where I don't know when they were bred. I know she's bred, I don't know when, but now it looks like she's gonna calve this spring. Like some of them may not even calve till summer or even like early fall, but she's making a bag, so we'll start watching her a little closer too. All right, so just a beautiful day. Got a lot of stuff done, a lot of off-farm stuff done. Yeah, just calving, moving on through calving. We'll be looking at, as we're looking ahead, getting some pasture, or not pasture fertilized, we've already done that. Getting some hay fields fertilized here for too much longer, but not quite ready for that yet. I'll do a little turkey hunting here in a couple of weeks, or at least the juvenile hunt, I think, in a little over 2 weeks. Take Willis. But yeah, it's just been a beautiful day. Yeah, calving, we got that the 215 heifer, 101 cow is a black white face one I didn't even mention. She looks real close, and that horned Hereford. And then there's about a dozen others that are still yet to calve. But we appreciate y'all watching. Be sure to go to aggearstore.com. I'm not wearing their gear today, but yeah, I should be taking advantage of that discount code Hurricane and getting that 15% off. But check them out. Go to hurricanecreek.farm. Check out our gear, which I'm not even wearing any of that. Wearing my buddy Marcus's hat, yeah. But yeah, appreciate y'all watching. I'll quit rambling. Did I even have a rant in this video? I don't know that I ranted. All right, so that means I get to do 2 rants next time, I guess. I don't know. Taxation is theft. There's my rant. But anyway, y'all check back with us. Appreciate you watching. Eat beef and God bless.